and going live here too. So welcome everyone. I'm excited to be here with you for a reading for the week for today. We are doing broadcast live from both Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. If you're watching through Instagram and if you get cut, just come on over to our YouTube channel where we are broadcasting live. I believe Instagram has a short period of time that you can participate in those live sessions. For those of you that don't know me, I'm Patricia Nisakian. I'm the founder of the Akashic Records Institute and creator of the Oracle deck, which is right here, Sacred Crystal Codes. And every week we open the energies of the week together with you to support you and what you're bringing into your life. So we already chose the 3 cards and I posted on a little story for you. And here are them. And if you haven't seen them, don't worry, because you're going to look at them right now on the screen. So I want to invite you to get here, to close your eyes and bring your attention to your heart, the windows of your soul. And take a moment to honor all your experiences from the week that passed. And let's energetically together walk through this threshold for this new week that starts now. Tune in to the appreciation of being present and being open to fully live every single second of this week. To fully receive whatever comes your way without resisting, without worrying, but aligned with trust. So we're going to set the intention to fully receive what comes your way without the judgments from the ego, without holding back, and fully trust the hand that guides you. So I want you to think about a particular situation. Maybe something that you're achieving for, maybe something that, a particular situation that you're experiencing. Just tune in to what is for you at the moment. And now we're going to ask you for you to choose one card from Sacred Crystal Codes that is going to have the download that you need, that is going to support you at this moment in time. So thinking about your situation, and when you're ready, you're going to open your eyes and tune in to the grid and notice today what grid is calling your attention. From here, that way, 1, 2, and 3. So hello everybody that joined. Welcome. So comment 1, 2, or 3. And at the end, I'm going to go check in all the questions and be here with you. All right, looking for commenting 1, 2, or 3. Comment your card, and we're going to start with the first one. Quickly check in on the Facebook. All right, you guys are coming here. Hello, hello. Good to see you guys. Awesome. So the first card, for those of you that chose number 1, don't forget to comment. If you chose number 1, this is the card 18, which is the message of timeless wisdom. This oracle reminds you of your timeless wisdom, and it is all available within you. You just need to unlock it, whatever level this is for you. So it's really a card that really invites you to whatever the situation that is for you, to stop looking for answers outside and start diving inside for the answers for your question. Time to listen to your own truth, so you no longer need to use others' opinions as a crutch. You can access your wisdom. Someone from outside of you can help you But it's important to understand that the advice is going to come through their own perception, their own fears, and their own beliefs. And this oracle really empowers you to connect to your own truth and make your own decisions. Everything that you want in life, your soul already sees it through completion. But your mind will create roadblocks, right? So this card invites you to develop the skills to remember your wisdom acquired lifetime through lifetime. It is time to unleash and let it guide your path. This oracle also reminds you to choose to see the wisdom of your soul as it called forth the situation to your present. So what this means is if you're going through a hard time because of a relationship or something happening at work, and you are resisting to the situation, this card, calls you to your soul orchestrated the present situation for your growth. Sometimes it's not fun, but when you tune into there is a reason for that, and instead of I'm done with this, I don't want to deal with this, which it just creates more and more problems, right? So this is an opportunity to really surrender to the present situation. And once you do, once you stop resisting and you surrender, you start to see the blessings behind what is disguised from what your soul really wants to learn from these experiences. So this is card number 1. For those of you that chose number 1, or if you just pop in this live now, that's the message for you. Now the second one, it's one of my favorite cards, and it's the focus card. So what you ask for, right? Remember in the beginning, I told you to focus on a particular situation, and you chose 2. So that's the message from the focus card. This oracle comes into your life to support you to take the steps necessary to bring more focus into your life. Meditate with this card to really open up to bringing deeper alignment to the priorities in your life. Many times the ego will try to trick you as to what is really important. For example, waking up and answering emails before you align yourself, however that is showing up for you, right? So this card is calling like, where are you not focused? Where you need to bring a deeper focus in your life. And it really gives you permission to choose differently. If you are telling yourself that you don't have time, there is not enough time, how can you realign to, how can I take care of my priorities before I do everything else, before distractions, right? Most of us that are feeling lack of time, it's really because you're not really focusing on what is really important. If you start to prioritize things, you tune into this deeper power and create focus. What I do in my life, I do my 3 most important things. So today, delivering this Facebook Live for you was one of the important things that I put on my priority today, right? Meeting with my team, which I do every Monday, was before that. We just had a meeting this morning. So what is your priority? Choose 3 things and make that your priority. Okay, so that's the second card for those of you that chose number 2. And now we're going to go to the third card. And I think this card came last week, so the message continues. And if you chose last week and you choose it again, it's like, what is the deeper level for that? This is one of my favorite cards. It's called The Solution is Already Around You. This card brings the message that you already have everything you need around you. And trust that no matter what you're looking for, the solution you seek, the answer is already available for you. Maybe you're in doubt about doing something. Maybe you're in a situation where you need to make a decision quickly. Or maybe you're feeling like you're stuck somewhere and there is no way out to your situation. This card is really here to tell you that the solution you're looking for is already around you. Everything that you can possibly wish already within your reach. Sometimes we need to shift our vibration to see it, but the truth is that the solution is already around you. The money is already around you. The relationship is already around you. The ideas and the inspiration are already around you. So And this is like the most powerful card for me. I had a situation where I created this whole new company to do the same thing in Brazil. And when and this solution that we use now for transactions was already around 3 years ago, 5 years ago, but I wasn't open to see it. And when I clear, which was totally based on my relationship with my mother, when I clear that, I created a space to see the solution, right? Hey, hello. Good to see you guys here. So I've been working with energy for many years, and I've seen this kind of beautiful shift for our students, for our clients, when they start working with the Akashic Records, and then will open themselves to receive, the solution is there, right? So it's almost like you haven't gave yourself permission to see the solution because there is something in the situation that needs to be learned, right? And once you do it, everything shifts for you. So this is the reading for the week. I'm going to, in a second, open up to check in with you for questions and shares. First of all, remember to tune inside instead of outside. The importance of focus, and it's already around you. All right, so comment if you have questions, if there is anything you want to share about the message. I'm going to start going through the areas. I see, hello everyone here in the Facebook group. I have Bianca, Nicole, Destry. Good to see you guys here. You're so welcome. Glad it makes sense. Good to see you guys here on YouTube. I have Lydia, Torna, Kim. Good to see you, Kim. Lydia and Lisbeth. Hello again. Lisbeth was here this weekend. And myself and Car, everybody, Eugenio. Good to see you guys here. So some of you, I don't know the name, it's just your Insta name. But comment if you have questions, and we're gonna check. What is that deck? Lydia is asking. Hi, Lydia. This deck is a deck that I created. It's called Sacred Crystal Codes. You can order your own deck on sacredcrystalcodes.com. So if you go to sacredcrystalcodes.com, you can order your deck and I can send it to you. So Reiki, can you tell us a little more about how to work with you? So I have an online school. I teach our students how to develop the intuition, how to connect to the Akashic Records, and now how to do one-on-one energy healing and group healing. So we have this whole section of school, learn so you can be a practitioner and offer sessions. I also do have private mentoring. And if you're interested in private mentoring, just send us a message, akashicrecordsinstitute.com/support, and then send us a support ticket. It's easier so we can get together and talk about it. All right. Lisbeth saying, Lisbeth is already on the second certification. We are going through the energy healing this weekend. Thank you, Lisbeth. Oh, thank you so much. So Reiki, I don't know your name. I just seen you. Just send us a message, and then we can get together, and see if I can support you where you need. What was the question? The card 3 was the solution is already around you, Lisbeth, and basically it's kind of like anytime we don't see what's happening. Like for example, my example is. I moved from Brazil a few years ago, right? And and that was I wanted to be independent. The whole thing about my relationship with my mother. Technically, I ran away, right? And then because there was some unfinished business, my ego created the need to have my mom be my business partner. So which generated me depending on her, like over 40 years old, depending on your mama. So of course I created that unconsciously, and I created because the situation, like to actually sell things in Brazil, there was this whole thing that I had to create a company there, right? And instead of create a company there, I could had used the system that I used, which, you know, it comes everything here. So I went through this whole track, what generated, you know, a few issues and confusion, and the solution was already there. So when I was able to actually, you know, clear what I didn't clear with my mother when I left Brazil 20 years ago, then the solution show up, right? So that's the biggest message from this card. If you chose number 3, the solution is already there. You may have not seen it because there is something in the situation that you're not looking at. And until you look at, until you go through, look at, have the breakthrough that you need to have in the situation, you're going to continue experiencing not seeing the solution, right? So, you know, another example, I once heard this story about, what's her name? She's a coach and she wanted to be on Oprah, right? And she really wanted to be on Oprah, but it took her like maybe 8, I don't know how long, maybe 8, let's say 8 years to be on Oprah. And when she was on Oprah, overnight, she had like 2,000 emails, right? So if she had gone on Oprah 10 years before and she got the 2,000 emails, she would not have the capacity to take care of that, to, you know, what the infusion of clients made in her business, right? So there is always a reason. If, you know, if it haven't happened yet for you, that is something that needs to be looked at in the situation, right? And it can take 10 years, it could take 1 year, it depends on how you react to the situation. If you choose to resist to the situation, maybe it's going to take longer, right? Like, you know, in a way, like my big lesson is, in my 20s, I just could not deal with the situation. So I decided to move across country to another country, right? And then because there was unfinished business, life brought me to a place where I had to depend on my mother. Even though it was my money, it had to go through, you know, all these loops, and I had to, you know, work through my relationship with her in order for things to be done for my business that could just be done if I was taken care of, right? See, so when I decided to stop resisting and deal with the situation, then the solution show up, and now things are a lot easier, right? So that's the message. Lisbeth said, thank you, so true, totally aligned for me right now. Yeah, awesome. And let's see, there's a message from Destrier also. So good to see you today again. As soon as I grounded this morning, I was supercharged for the day, and this card just really reinforced focus in what I'm doing this week. Thank you very much. You're welcome. So I believe you choose number 2, right, Destrier? Very cool. Susan, good to see you here. I think so. Yes, if you came in late and you got the message from the 3 cards, that sounds aligned. Yes. Let me quickly go into our Facebook group to see if there is messages or questions there. All right, I don't see any questions in the group. Okay, all right. And no questions here. So wishing you a great week, guys, and I will see you next week when we do our Facebook Live. If you haven't joined us on YouTube channel, look for us on Akashic Records Institute. And we just joined, you know, not just join, but I just started to put, you know, play with Instagram. So come join me on Instagram too. Have a beautiful week, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye-bye. Bye, guys. I'm going to actually take a quick look on YouTube, and I will see you guys next week. Let me see if I can see if there is questions here from YouTube, if you're here live. Let me No, there's no one live on YouTube. So you may be, when you get here, you'll be watching the replay. So have a good week. Bye bye.